let's talk about the Blade Runner starter set again. Yes, this is the second part that I promised, where I was going to take a look at the adventure called Electric Dreams, which comes with this amazing game. So let's take a look. Firstly, and most importantly, there's a lot of cards in here. I will explain why, but let me just get them out of the way first. Then there's the rules, and then there's the adventure, and then there's everything that comes with the adventure, which is an awful lot, and it's absolutely lovely, and I am mega excited about. So, right, let's tidy things up. First, ta-da! Electric Dreams, very appropriately named adventure. I am not going to go into too many spoilers, okay? I really don't want to mess this up for anyone. So I will tell you the bare minimum I can to give you an idea as to what you're going to encounter with this adventure without messing things up for anybody, okay? If you want me to do a video with full spoilers, please let me know, and I will do that with the appropriate warnings so no one is upset, okay? Great. Okay, so let's go for this. Electric Dreams, the adventure is the same binding as the rule book that comes in the starter set. Somehow I've managed not to break this one yet, which is amazing because I have read this twice already, but I can imagine that it will, with time, come out of the, you see how it's starting already to come out of the binding. That is a shame, but then I am not being particularly delicate with it either, so perhaps it's my fault. I don't know, maybe. So in this game, this adventure, we are going to be one of 4 pre-gen characters. 1, LAPD Willem Novak, Olsenbacher, Fenner, or Percival. These are the officers. Some of them are replicants, like Percy here and Fenner, and the other ones are humans. So there is a nice mix between them. The characters have been fully started with all the memories, all the relationships, everything is there. One thing that I have really enjoyed while watching this is how it helped crystallize everything that's in the rulebook, which is absolutely brilliant, because the rulebook might explain a few things, but the one thing that I really love, for instance, here, you can see how strength, you have all the skills that are attached to your attribute of strength all immediately underneath. So there isn't this to and fro like in other character sheets where you have at the top, including the Forbidden Lands one, where you have at the top all the attributes, you know, your strength, constitution, so on and so forth, and then underneath you have your skills, but they are sorted in a way that you have to be constantly navigating to find out which one corresponds to which one. This gets rid of that problem just like that, automatically. So from that point of view, the design is absolutely great. The promotion, humanity, and Xinyan points being down here all in the same place also is very, very good. So the sheets have been extremely well designed, and the characters are very cool indeed. This is something else that helps an awful lot in this adventure, because Electric Dreams, and let me give you a little bit of the background as to what it is. Because you are Blade Runners, you are going to be assigned a case. The case is that there's been an assault that results in the death of a replicant Blade Runner at a nightclub that is frequented by, well, replicants mostly. And, well, you have to investigate it. And everything that comes around it, it's going to be entirely up to you. One of the cool things that this adventure comes with is something that I do use a lot. Let me see how can I find this without giving you this. This is the flow. Basically, it is everywhere that you can find within this adventure. So you have plenty of places to go. And like in any police investigation, you're going to be able to visit those places in any order you like, and the clues that you find in any of those places will help you in some others. So it depends on how or where you go first. You may need to go twice. Why is this important? Because thanks to this, if you have to go twice, that will make you take longer to resolve the case, and ideally you don't want to go more than a week on a particular case, because if you do, then things will happen that you will have no control over, and that could easily have an impact on future adventures within this world. Why do I say that? Because even though it is an introductory adventure, make no mistake, you are going to be dealing with pretty high up people within the world of Blade Runner in Los Angeles in 2039. So this may be an introductory adventure to the game. But wow, what a salvo it is. Bang down in the middle to discover really, really deep truths and very troubling realities that replicants face every single day. This holds absolutely no punches whatsoever in presenting a world that is, even the shades of grey are pretty dark grey. So you have to be careful how you're going to navigate them, because wow. So that helps a lot. The number of handouts has been meticulously chosen in terms of all the plans that you have to, of the places where you have to go, where, how to find all of these places within your maps. And then for this particular case, this is utterly wonderful, because you get all the handouts that I want to take out of this envelope very gently, because I don't want to break anything, that you will find printed, that you will have to find yourself and print yourself. Everything is here. Newspaper covers, pamphlets, notes, everything is here for you to give to your players as and when. And the adventure very clearly and very easily states when you have to give what to your players. So there is no chance of getting lost in there. That's for the good part. The bad part, well, there isn't really a lot bad parts to the adventure. Yes, it could become a little bit confusing if you are a completely new GM. Simple as that. A little bit, because to put clues together can be a little bit hard at times, and there are some very, very subtle clues here and there, like the presence of a specific item that can lead you to a specific shop, that can lead you to a specific person that can give you a very specific piece of information. That is pretty much how it works. Some of those clues are clearer and less subtle than others. Some of the clues are a little bit harder to get, and you will need a few rolls here and there. But it is pretty obvious that if you ask the right questions to the game runner, you will probably get most of this information. You just have to ask the right questions, and you have to remember that if you are playing with new players to the game or role-playing games, then you need to be a little bit kinder with those people, but otherwise everything is absolutely here. The editing could be a little bit tighter in places. I found sometimes the repeated use of the same word within the same two paragraphs, 2 or 3 times, which is a bit, oops, that irks me, but that is just me being super hyper picky. Okay, there's nothing particularly wrong about this. It's just something that I have noticed and I feel I should mention. But the adventure has everything You have pursuits, you have investigation, you have interrogation, you have the chance of failing, you have the chance of fighting, everything within just a few pages. What does this mean for this starter set? Well, it means that you should get it. Even if getting further adventures may require you to get the core rulebook, which again, this adventure and the rules do refer to very often. So obviously there is more information in the core rulebook, deeper information about characters and NPCs that are mentioned within this adventure. But I reckon that if you're not the kind of person who is going to be playing this game for long campaigns or just interested in playing it from time to time, I think you have all the information you need to play this game and play some police cases that you may feel inspired very, very easily. How future adventures will be playable with just this starter set, I cannot answer, but I reckon that they will be very easily playable with a few tweaks here and there, because what I can imagine the core rulebook comes with is depth, not necessarily information, but just depth of information. So, but I will find out when I read this the book, which will be the next one after the next one, so soon. Other than that, this is a really, really impressive introduction to what is gearing up to be a really, really impressive game. Everything has been exquisitely thought out. The adventure is easy to read. It is fairly easy to follow. I've read it a couple of times and I think I could just sit down and play it with my friends with a few referrals to the adventure here and there. You can't go wrong with this. You may feel it needs more when you finish reading it, but you really cannot go wrong with this. It is an extremely Blade Runner kind of game, but not with the uncomfortable bits of the Blade Runner original films of having to hunt these replicants anymore. That is over. The adaptation of the Year Zero engine is brilliant because it's a lot faster than other of the Free League games. It's a lot faster than the Alien, and it's a lot faster to use than the Forbidden Lands one, and it's a lot faster to use than Mechatron or Mutant Year Zero. This is just 2, sometimes 3 dice. That's it. You don't need to roll anything else. So it works very, very well. And it's also very obvious that this has been thought out for role-playing, narrative role-playing, to take a much greater role than rolling role-playing outcomes. So I cannot say high or not good enough things about this. I am truly and genuinely loving this one. And please bring more, because this is wonderful. Now, I would love to hear what you have to say. What have I missed? What else do you want to know about this game? Please, please, please let me know, and I will be really happy to record more videos about it and talk about it, because I'm just, well, super excited about it. And yeah, I know this t-shirt is super cool as well. So, humans, thank you, and replicants, thank you very much indeed for being there. It is genuinely appreciated. And until the next time, I will talk to you very, very soon. Take care.